No, that's facts. Personally, I think that the coronavirus is being used, obviously, for a bigger agenda.
This is Denver Nuggets player Michael Porter Jr.
When you're talking about explosive pandemics, infectious diseases that spread rapidly, this is the worst that we've seen in 102 years.
What needs to happen in terms of, the numbers, large gatherings, sporting events?
That's a great question, Steph.
It is being used for population control in just terms of being able to control the masses of people.
This person is not really a demon or Nephilim. It's just a human being that's a witch.
I mean, it has been certainly worse than the 1957, 1968, 2009 pandemics. So this is clearly a bad pandemic.
I mean, because of this virus, the whole world is being controlled. I mean, you're required to wear masks, and who knows what will happen when this vaccine comes out. You might have to have the vaccine in order to travel. Like, that'd be crazy. I've never been vaccinated in my life. I've never had any shots or anything like that. So it could get crazy, but it's definitely an agenda behind everything that's going on right now.
Michael Porter Jr., or MPJ for short, went on an unhinged, lack of credibility shredding rant during a Q&A on Snapchat. He was asked to speak on COVID. He responded with, coronavirus is being used to control people and is being overblown. He also claims to have never been vaccinated. However, he went to the University of Missouri where he only played 3 games. Just follow me here. According to the University of Missouri's website, it states, all enrollees born after 1956 must provide documentation of being vaccinated. It also states students who do not comply will not be allowed to register or pre-register for their second semester at MU. This now raises questions of legality for the University of Missouri, the NCAA, and Michael Porter Jr., but that's another topic for another day. He also went on to say, personally, I think that the coronavirus is being used, obviously, for a bigger agenda. It's being used for population control in just terms of being able to control the masses of people. So just follow me here.
Jacqueline Cruz Towns, the mother of Minnesota Timberwolves All-Star Karl Anthony Towns, died today from complications of COVID-19.
MPJ, would you say that BS to Karl Anthony Towns? Would you talk that talk to DeMarcus Cousins, who lost his former personal security guard to COVID? Boogie told Yahoo Sports he was heartbroken. How about Sebastian Telfair, who lost not only his mother, but his brother to coronavirus? And here's the thing. Post Rudy Gobert outside of Utah, a team announced that they had a positive coronavirus case. You know which team that was? Way back when in March? That was Michael Porter Jr.'s team, the Denver freaking Nuggets. Also of note, when George Floyd was murdered by Derek Chauvin, Tu Tao, J. Alexander Quang, and Thomas Lane, here's what MPJ tweeted. As much as you pray for George family, gotta also pray for the police officers who were involved in this evil. As hard as it is, pray for them instead of hate them. Pray that God changes their hearts. To which a plethora of NBA players responded, rightfully so. As we brace for a second wave, technically we're not going to hit the second wave. We're just going to have the first wave continuing because we have botched and mishandled this from the jump. I continue to hark back on and reflect on how we have a conspiracy theorist in chief and how all bets are off with verified facts, scientific evidence, including the coronavirus. In my eyes, we are living in 2 pandemics. The pandemic of coronavirus and the pandemic of misinformation. It is everywhere. And unfortunately, a notable NBA player with a huge influence just gave his stamp of approval.